This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. It's the holiday season, the best time of the year for sports, bowl games, basketball matchup, playoff pushes, and it's all happening at once. And while you and I make decisions every day, what gifts to buy, what to eat, which game to watch, there's one place it feels good to be right. Prize Picks, baby. We are in the thick of football season, and some of y'all might be feeling down, but don't worry. That's why we have Prize Picks to keep you going for the rest of the season. Week 12 of football, we have some great games, a lot of OTs. Kansas City, man, they always find a way to win. The Pats pulling through with the big dub. Drake May, we're hitting more. New feature alert. Prize Picks now has early payouts. If your lineup gets off to a hot start, you may now have the option to cash out those winnings before the game even finishes. Prize Picks is simple to play. Just pick more or less on at least two player stats. If you get your picks right, you could cash in. Download the Prize Pick app today. Use code Shannon to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code Shannon to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us for another episode of Nightcap. Y'all know who I am. I'm your favorite Unc. Joining us shortly is my partner and co-host, the one that's very, very happy today. He called this ball game. He said the Bengals was going to put BTA to the Ravens, and boy, did they ever. Forced 5 turnovers. Joe was not as sharp as he normally is, but they got the job done. Sensational defense. This is the best defensive game that I think I've seen the Bengals play this year. We'll jump into that a little bit later. But thank you guys for joining us. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit the like button. And do us a favor. Go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. We would like to personally thank you for your eyes, ears, and word of mouth. The last 2.5 years has been nothing short of exemplary. All of what we've been able to accomplish is all because of you. The awards behind us, the places that we've been able to go, is all because of you. Thank you for your support and your continued support as we continue to grow. Make sure you check out Shea by Laportier. Now, if you can't find it in a city or a state near you, order it online at laportiercognac.com. We'll ship it directly to your door. It is the best tasting premium VSOP cognac on the market. Compare it, try it against others, and you'll see it is the smoothest, best tasting cognac on the market today. Please drink responsibly and stay safe. Make sure you check out my media company page on all of its platforms. That's Shay Media, and my clothing company, 84 with 84 being spelled out. That link is pinned in the chat. We have a very special guest joining us tonight, Osa Odighizuwa. Ziggy will be joining us a little later. But first, the game that you just watched, the Cincinnati Bengals run their record to 4-8 thanks to a 32-14 victory over the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore dropped to 6-6. This was a game that the Bengals, what needed, they must have in order to keep their slim playoff hopes alive. They know the only way they're going to probably get into the playoffs is if they win the AFC North. And right now they're 2 games behind of the Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens, but they're very much in it because they still have the Steelers and the Ravens on their schedule again. So if they continue to win and hope for some good luck, good things could possibly happen. But the Bengals tonight defensively was as good a game that you've seen them play in the last 2 years. 5 takeaways. They pressured Lamar. Lamar was 17 of 32, 246 yards, an interception, and they forced 4 fumbles, 5 total turnovers. The Bengals defense was sensational. Chase was Chase, 14 targets. They had 7 catches for $110. But I thought Tinsley stepped up. All those guys stepped up in the absence of T. Higgins. It was a very disappointing game for the Baltimore Ravens. They knew in order to have the chance to win this division, that is still an outside chance, but they did not play their best game. And we're going to dive into it. I'm trying to wait till Ocho can log on. But Lamar didn't play well tonight. And we're going to talk about, let's go and get this out the way. In the game the Buffalo Bills lost, especially the 30-0 game they lost to the Falcons, I think, and I think they lost another game to the Houston Texans. Josh Allen didn't play well in those ball games. He turned the ball over, and that's not good enough for them to win. We've got that aside. So now when we address Lamar Jackson, we don't want to hear what about Josh Allen, because we don't do that with any other quarterbacks. When Tua plays bad, we don't say, well, what about C.J. Stroud? What about Jordan Love? We don't do that. We only do that with Lamar Jackson. So we're not going to do that tonight. Lamar Jackson is a 2-time league MVP. He's a multiple-time All-Pro and a Pro Bowl player, and he was once voted the best player in the NFL by his peers. That can never be taken away. But we're going to address Lamar Jackson tonight, and only tonight. We're not going to talk about what he did next week. We're not going to talk about what he did in the previous game. We're only going to address tonight, and we're not talking about Josh Allen. We're not talking about any other quarterback. We're going to address Lamar Jackson, because I know, chat, what y'all try to do. When you're not that hard, you don't. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. When Josh Allen played bad, we kill Josh Allen. When Dak played bad, we jump on Dak. So what we're going to do tonight, Lamar Jackson didn't play well, and we're going to address it as such. He close? But let's take the Bengals at first. We're waiting for Ocho to get logged on. He was at the game tonight and kind of got caught up in some traffic. And so we hopefully he can get to us in the next couple of minutes. His camera is already set up in his room before he left, so we're hoping Ocho can join us real soon. But Joe Burrow, 24-46, 261, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, only got sacked once. They ran the ball okay tonight. I thought Chase Brown ran the ball extremely hard tonight, 15 carries for 78 yards. P. Ryan, minus that one fumble that P. Ryan had, they played really well. That was really the only hiccup in the game. But that defense, was the best in the last 2 years that we've seen this defense play. And we know what they have offensively. They got one of the better quarterbacks in the league. They got the best wide receiver in the league. Offensive line is vastly improved. They played well tonight. They don't have the greatest running game, but Chase Brown ran hard tonight. He and P. Ryan combined, they ran for over 100 yards. But when you get your defense like this, Baltimore got the ball, goes right down the field and scores a touchdown. And after that defense said, no, not tonight. Not tonight. Lamar Jackson missed throws. Yes, Isaiah Likely, bro, you get the same amount of points whether you go in with the ball tucked up on the arm or you're getting ready to raise it. It looked like to me, chat, now you saw it for yourself, that he was getting ready to put the ball in his right hand and raise it when the guy chopped him and the ball went out of his hand and goes out of the back of the end zone. Yeah, we can say that's a silly rule. How do you get that's an ultimate punish, because it's not like you recovered the ball, but that's the rule, and until they change it, there's nothing we can do about it. Lamar got pressure to give them an easy field goal, even though the defense bowled their backs and kept them out of the end zone. They got 3 points out of that. Zay Flowers, bro, you got to hold on to the ball. I know you're frustrated. You're trying to make plays, but you got to hold on to the football. Lamar wasn't sharp tonight. Chad, I'm not breaking news to any of y'all, and we're not trying to beat up on Lamar Jackson, but you saw it, and it's okay to say, you know what, Lamar didn't play. Our best player did not play well tonight, and we didn't give ourselves the best chance of winning. Now, yeah, we got to give some credit to Cincinnati, because that is the best defense that we've seen them play all year, but Lamar didn't play well, Chad. Baltimore Ravens fans, Lamar Jackson fans, it is okay to admit Lamar Jackson did not play well tonight. And we're not talking about him. He's a 2-time league MVP. No matter how bad he plays tonight or in the future, you can't undo that. All those Pro Bowls and all those perfect ratings that he's had, you can't undo that. But talking about what we saw tonight is not good enough in order for the Ravens to go very far or even make the playoffs if Lamar plays like this. And I said before, we talked about this the other night. I said, Ocho, they're winning games, but Lamar he's not been accurate. He's missing some throws, and he missed some throws tonight. But I think it had more to do with Cincinnati and the way the Bengals did play as opposed to Ravens or the whole offensively and defensively. But Lamar did not help their cause. You good to go, Ocho?
What's up, Unc? Boy, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I've been waiting on you all night.
What's up, baby? Huh? Wait, what they do? How you feeling? Talk to me.
Good.
You sure? Hey, do me a favor. Go ahead and get that Raven stuff for. Go ahead and get that Raven stuff for me. I'm okay.
We here. Okay. We ain't going nowhere.
I just want to make sure you ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, Ravens still flock. We still flock.
Okay, yeah, y'all flocking, y'all flocked out. That's what happened. Y'all flocked. That's you said it just right. Flock. Listen, I told you, it's one thing I told you, right? There's a difference. There's a difference when one of the better quarterbacks in the league come back. He comes back to a team that has the best receiver in the league as well. So the supporting cast played really well tonight. And I want to give some players some credit tonight. Joseph Ossai, hell of a job. DJ Turner, hell of a job tonight. The offensive line in its entirety, hell of a job tonight. Hell of a job on the offensive line. The goddamn defense, being able to create the turnovers. I think the Ravens tonight had the most turnovers than they've had all goddamn season long in one goddamn game. In one goddamn game. So obviously, for one turnover, you pay double for that. For 2, 3, 4, and 5, it ain't no way. You can't win games that way.
Nope.
You can't win games that way. I don't really want to talk about the Ravens offensively or defensively. I'm not going to talk about Lamar. That's your job to do. I'm here to boast and brag about my goddamn Bengals. I told you what was going to happen.
You did. You did.
I did you. I told. Hey, listen to you, I told you and Butter. Butter, your ass better be in the goddamn chat too, Butter, because you was talking all that trash about we got to play the Chiefs, we got to play the Bills, and we just happen to be on the schedule, so you just circle that as a win. Now what you got to say now? Huh? Listen. Let me say one thing too, One thing, this is my first time at M&T Bank Stadium in a very long time. Now I know I come on here, I play a lot, I talk a lot of trash, but I've always been respectful. And them Ravens fans in that stadium, man, pure class. You hear me? Pure class. Pure class. I mean, the welcoming, being that obviously I'm not a Raven at all, but the welcoming and the graciousness that they showed a young bull like myself because of the love I've always showed throughout the years. I just want to say that, man, to the Ravens fans that I saw tonight, those that I met tonight, as I went throughout the stadium, field side, man, I salute y'all and good luck the rest of the season. But y'all showed major love tonight. Now, back to my shit talking. Now, we put belt the ass now. You hear me? We put belt the ass. And I told you, I don't want to hear you say foot or ball. The rest of, you know what? They knocking on my hotel room, I'm talking too loud. I don't care. They don't have to send the police tonight because I'm feeling good. I'm not even tripping. Oh my goodness, I felt good. Did you see Joe Burrow?
I saw Joe. Joe looked good.
Hey, he
was off a little bit, Ocho, because I think the first half was the first time I think in his career that he was under 50%. Yes. Because he was 12 or 26. But he got going in the second half. He was just off just a tad. Yeah. But look, that defense, that was how you guys won the game. Yes. Because you took a touchdown off the board from Likely by stripping him. Now, it looked like to me, Ocho, I don't know, maybe the chat saw something different, but it looked like he was about to go he wanted to raise the ball up as he was going into the end zone, and they chopped his arm, and he fumbled it.
I think he was losing control of it, And if he was going to raise his arm, I think he might have been trying to raise it to get it away from the person that was on his inside that he could actually see.
Yeah, he didn't see the person coming from. Yeah, he didn't see that person.
Yeah.
So he just saw. He knows somebody. He saw that person coming from this side. So he was getting ready to switch hands. But it was the person from the outside coming inside out that chopped it, and the ball goes down. Lamar fumble. Osai.
Yeah,
I think that's how you pronounce his name.
Yeah, Joseph Ossai, yeah.
He did a great job of causing the pressure, got a sack, and the guy catches it right out the air. That Baltimore defense bowled their back. They didn't let him in the end zone. For the longest time, the Baltimore Ravens defense held because I think Cincy was like 0 for 3 in the red zone. Yeah. And they turned them over on downs. But the Ravens offense could not get on track. Mainly that offense goes as Lamar Jackson goes. Lamar didn't play well tonight, Ocho.
He didn't play well tonight, but also I want you to remember what you said about my defense. I want you to remember what you said about my defense. They played good. We couldn't stop nothing. We were last in the league and all this and all these categories statistically and how bad we are and how bad we've been, after the season. But all that matters, it's a nice game. And I told you, every game is week to week. It's any given Sunday. You never know what's going to happen, regardless of how bad a team may be statistically and whatever category they may be in. And in games like this tonight, why I was so confident. That's why I was so confident. And obviously, I boast and I talk my trash, but it's one thing about the NFL that I understand and playing the game for a very long time. Even if you dominate in certain areas, there's always a game where for some reason, even a team that's bad, they play well. The matchups, the personnel, I mean, whatever it may be. And the turnovers obviously helped a little bit outside.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit, because if it wasn't no turnover, we still would have beat y'all.
No, you wouldn't.
The game would have been a lot closer. That's
Let me ask you a question. How many games y'all won this year when y'all didn't create turnovers?
Here you go. You word of it. See, we don't want to talk about. We talk about tonight. We talk about tonight.
You got 5 turnovers. How many teams we saw? Let me ask you a question. We saw Detroit with that high-powered offense turn the ball over against the Commanders last year in the playoffs, and what happened? You know you're not winning no game. You turn the ball over 5 times.
Hey, let me tell you something. I hear everything you talk about, right? We in 2025. I don't want to hear nothing about last year. I want to talk about tonight's game. I want to talk about tonight's game with the Cincinnati Bengals, but built ass to your
did.
Ravens. Yes, we did.
But let's not look. You guys did what you needed to do to keep your slim playoff hopes alive.
Slim.
You created turnovers.
Hold on. Oh, so you still talking spicy? Hold on. You do know we go to Buffalo next week, right?
Yes.
And after we play Buffalo, you know who got to come right back to us the following week?
Baltimore.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if mind your mouth and mind your tongue before you put them in the hole again and y'all lose again, and then we be at the top of the goddamn.
Buffalo. Well, I ain't even worried about that because I already know Buffalo gonna put belt their ass. So I ain't cool. I ain't even worried about that.
You said the same thing about Baltimore.
I ain't worried about that.
You said the same thing about Baltimore.
Yeah, Baltimore. I didn't expect you guys defensively to play this well, and I damn sure didn't expect Lamar to play this bad. So it was a combination of one playing good and the other playing bad. Your defense played exemplary.
Yeah, can I tell you something?
Yes.
This is a good thing. This is a good thing for us. As a fan of not just the Bengals, but as a fan of the game of football in general. You know what carries over week to week when you play well? It's called momentum. And defense.
Y'all ain't got it.
Yeah. See, that momentum and that confidence is going to carry us right on over to Buffalo. It's going to carry us right on over to Buffalo. And then, hold on, we get T. Higgins back next week. Mitchell Tinsley played well. Yoshi played well tonight. Goddamn Tanner caught him a touchdown, that little one-hand touchdown.
You can't play it any better than what Hamilton had him played. He made a great catch.
Hey, that was beautiful defense. That was
yes.
Beautiful. But one thing about beautiful defense, the only thing that can spoil that is a perfect throw. Perfect throw, and then that's what that was. Hold on. Who else? Yoshi played well. Jamar Chase came back. He came back. I'm not sure how many catches he had, but he had over 100.
He had 14 targets, 7 for $110.
Oh yeah, come on now. What are we talking about? We know with 1 game suspension, and then they got to deal with that boy down in Buffalo. And T. Higgins come back, and the defense playing with that kind of momentum going into next week. Man, we don't see Josh Allen. We don't see that. And no disrespect to them boy, Tre'Davious Ward. I mean, not Tre'Davious. That was my dog last name, man.
Tre'Davious White.
Tre'Davious White. Hey, that's my boy. He's been playing some good ball since he came off that Achilles tear. I'm excited for him. I'm excited for that matchup. So I can't wait to see that. We understand the greatness of Josh Allen and his supporting cast. Shakira and them boys, man. But hey, man, we don't even see it. We don't even see it. I know they just signed Brandon Cooks too. We don't even see you either. We cooking. We don't even see nothing, Nathaniel. And I told Eric Ball, Eric Ball, right?
Yeah.
I told Eric Ball, I say, listen, Eric, y'all give me a sideline pass to Buffalo, please. I don't care how cold it is. I don't care. You see, I was a good luck charm for the night. Because I've been talking trash about us all week and about what we was going to do to the Baltimore Ravens in a respectful way now. In a respectful way. As you can see, I've been showing grace and respect while I've been talking trash. No cursing out, no being.
Nah, you've been saying, how many times you done said butt ass? How many times you done said I told you what we was gonna do?
Okay, but I'm doing that's in a respectful manner as opposed to the way other people.
No, you were cursing early on. I
know, I'm cursing to add emphasis. It's like when you cook Thanksgiving dinner, you add seasoning to your food. That's what cursing does for me. I call it a sentence enhancer. That's all. I mean, no disrespect. I do this is with all love and respect to all my Ravens fans. Let me boast. Let me feel good about myself. And Butter, don't you try to hide on Twitter either, Butter. Huh? You met Buddy and you met Buddy yet, huh? Oh yeah, you gotta see his Twitter, man. It's lovely. I'm talking about all things Ravens. Of course, he does other content related to football and basketball and stuff. He man, really good dude, really good dude. So he been talking trash too. So that's why I keep calling his name. But I'm gonna see you in a minute. I hope you're in the goddamn chat. Anyone else that's a Raven fans, I say this with all due respect and love. We won the game tonight, and I'm gonna see y'all in 2 weeks. We won the game tonight, and I'm gonna see y'all in 2 weeks.
I'm also confused by the Ravens' game plan.
You ain't like it?
Derrick Henry breaks off the long run for the touchdown, and I don't really see him until the beginning of the third quarter, and because I see Mitchell and I see everybody else running the football except Derrick Henry. Maybe I missed it.
I mean, we were good. We were doing a good job of containing Derrick Henry most of the night outside. Excuse me, outside of that long run though.
I mean, but he had 10 carries for 60 yards. He's averaging 6 yards a carry.
Yeah.
So even if you take, so he had 32 yards on 9 carries, I think, yeah. But you know how he is. He's a guy that the more touches you give him, the harder he runs. Yeah. I'm also confused. The Bengals come with a zero blitz.
Yes.
And you got an end breaking right call. You take the top off it. You had to know it's going to be zero blitz because you max protected it. Why else would you check to a max protection if you're not thinking a bomb blitz? And then they run Zay Flowers on a dagger route. Why would you run him on a dagger route and there's nobody in the middle of the field?
You know what's funny too, Unc? That's universal for every team because when there was a zero blitz for us, and that safety in that backer was coming, I had a slant. Now it's up to the quarterback to say, listen, I'm going to hold the goddamn ball one more tick. I'm going to get my ass killed, but change the route up and just go.
Yes.
Route up and just go.
I got the whole field to work with.
Oh, absolutely, because there's nothing back there.
Right.
I mean, the goddamn DB's in no man's land. But that's something that the offensive coordinator has to agree with because you hold that ball too long, you get Lamar killed.
But here's the thing, though, Ocho. You already in gun. You can retreat. It's not like it used to be back in the day when you under center and you check it and you had the back. You already away from the center. So you already got distance between you and the nearest rusher. Right. Now when you retreat, you can just keep retreating and put it up because you're not worried about the safety or anybody from backside coming into play. You can run him on a go. You can run him on a post, cross his face, whatever. Anytime we saw zero blitz and they checked the coverage, Seven would always say, take the top off. Take the top off. Okay. I'm looking like, bro, what are y'all doing? Why would you run a dagger route? Why would you run a route against zero coverage for a 15, 20-yard completion when you can have a 40-yard touchdown? It just made no sense to me.
Yeah, you were right.
But the whole game plan tonight, and maybe that had more to do with Cincinnati and how they got after Lamar and how they did after that long run. You're right, Ocho. They didn't. Mitchell had an 18-yard run. Lamar had an 11-yard scramble. But it was just the turnover. You're not overcoming that because we already know the Ravens defense is not fortified like it used to be. And they did a great job for the most part, Ocho, because they kept them out of the end zone. But you can only do that for so long. Before you know what, the levee burst, and now here comes
it was a wrap. And the funny thing too, you got to remember, and those that are in the chat that are listening, you have to remember when it comes to these division games, you know each other very well. You understand the tendencies and what you like to do based on down and distance, and formation recognition. Even though you try to change things up to make it look different, but the bulk of what your offense is what your offense is, regardless of what you line up in. Your chances of doing the same thing over and over repeatedly based on what you know and what you like to do, it always stays the same. The only thing that changes is the formations and where the ball is, whether it's in the middle of the field, on the left hash to the right hash. But what you like to do will always be your offense, which is why I think, hypothetically speaking, if there weren't 5 turnovers, this game would have been extremely close. It would have come down to the team or the quarterback that makes the fewest mistakes.
That's normally how it comes down when you got evenly matched teams. Because it's not like the Ravens defense are world beaters this year, Ocho, like they have in years past. Last year they were okay, but they weren't great. This year they've really fallen off. I'm looking at Marlon Humphrey and their coverage at their times. He's getting beat by tight end. He's getting beat by Gesicki.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's not even close. They're running like 5, and he's underneath, and he's not even close to Chase.
Yeah.
And he got help over the top. I mean, guys are like, I'm like, what is this?
I think I know when you talk about when they were doubling, they were running 55.
Yes.
They were trying to inside it out. Yeah. They tried to inside it out.
They're not even the underneath guy's not even close.
Yeah, that's what the weak spot is. The weak spot is exactly the I call it hard 7.
Yes.
That's what the weak spot is, because the goddamn safety has to stay over top and the corner has underneath. So what do? You split the gap and run the deep out.
But hold on, Ocho. Where you going? You ain't worried about him beating you deep. So all I got to do, I'm playing up underneath. I'm in your hip pocket.
Right.
You jump inside.
Yeah.
So now I'm just in a trail position. Whatever you do, I'm there. Mm-hmm. He wasn't even. They weren't even close.
Mm-hmm. Because he was banking on him running that goddamn dig.
Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. I'm just like, bro. They just like that defense. They need a lot to be. They left a lot to be desired tonight, even more so than normal. But when your offense turns the ball over 5 times. It makes the defense look even worse than what they played. Because I don't think they played bad tonight, given the position that the offense put them in. Mm-hmm. The offense put them in some terrible positions. Really, really bad positions. And they held them to field goals for what they have. They made them kick 4 field goals in the first half, Ocho.
Yeah.
And then they gave up 14 in the third quarter.
Yeah, and that had me nervous. That had me nervous, the fact that we were able to drive the ball so well. I'm like, but goddamn, Joe, you cooking. And I talked to Joe. I think it might have been early in the fourth quarter. You know, they had switched sides, and I was right behind him. I say, Joe, what? But do you realize what you're doing right now? He said, I feel like I'm cooking. He said, nah, I'm not playing like I should. I went, but goddamn, Joe.
Yeah. Well, you are that long. I mean, I mean, he looked good on some throws, but you got to realize he's been off for 10 weeks, 11 weeks, and to come back, it'll take him some time. Probably by the third game.
Yeah. I mean,
he'll get his time, and his spidey senses will start tingling. He did a great job of moving, by creating time and finding guys. I thought the guys offensively they played really well. I think. You know, late in the ball game, Ocho, I thought they got really conservative. He's like, you know what, a field goal is good here. We don't need to take any unnecessary risk.
I understand that, but why does every team do that? Wait, listen. Let's make a statement. Let's make a statement. You know, I mean, listen. I talked to Zach Taylor going into the tunnel after the game. I'm like, Zach, great game. I love it. I'm gonna see you in Buffalo. But I'm thinking to myself on the sideline, it's 5 minutes to go. We have a chance to score. We inside the 20. We're in the red zone. Let's be aggressive.
You run the ball. Yeah.
Hold on. And then we run the ball purposely in the A and the B gap, knowing you ain't gonna go nowhere. You know you're not gonna go nowhere. Like, what's the point?
You're right. I saw that, and I think he's thinking like, you know what? As long as we don't give a turnover or get a scoop and score a pick 6, they can't move the ball against the way our defense is playing tonight. You know, he got pressure. They pressured the hell out of Lamar Jackson more than normally. He had on the interception that Knight got. He had Mark Andrews coming wide ass open, but likely caught the DB. The D lineman pushed him back, got his hand up, and got tipped, and you know that ended the drive right there. But I think. But, you know, Lamar didn't play well. We can attest. We can say that. But I think it might have had more to do with Cincy's defense than he eating too much or him still not recover from that hamstring.
And another thing. I know some of my homeboys down in Cincinnati are watching. I know we have a lot of Cincinnati fans that are in the chat as well. I want y'all to congratulate and be boisterous. The same way you guys want Zach Taylor fired and you complain about Al Golden. This is the game. I want y'all to praise him just as loud as the disrespect was when things weren't going well. So I need the claps for Zach Taylor, and I need to clap for Al Golden and his defensive play calling tonight, and what Zach was able to do with us offensively because we put B to A. Huh? How you feeling?
You did. Y'all did. I mean, you know, hey, there's nothing, you know.
Okay,
I'm sure they're rejoicing in Cincinnati. They don't have to eat chili tonight. They can eat turkey and dressing.
Hey, can you do me a favor? Can you apologize for the disrespect?
Absolutely not. Y'all still 4-8.
So you're not gonna apologize?
No. What's the Broncos record?
Who? Oh no,
The
we talking about the
Broncos.
Ravens. Don't do that.
I
Don't do
got
that.
two
Don't do
teams.
that.
I
Don't
got
do
two
that.
teams.
Don't do
Chad, y'all
that.
know I
Don't do
got
that.
two teams. I've been had two teams.
Hold on. Your team don't play till Sunday.
Okay.
Your
We
team
still
don't play
9-2.
till Sunday. So hey, you need to focus. You got to focus now.
And then what did we do to y'all? Did we put belt to y'all?
Hold on, young fella. Let's focus. Your team, and don't forget we had Jake Browning playing, right? If I'm not mistaken, we played y'all. We
Y'all
had
could
Jake.
have had Jake from State Farm. We still gonna put belt ass.
Are you sure? If Joe Burrow was playing, you guys would have lost that game. Let's stop that.
But
Let's
you know,
stop that.
hey, that defense up relentless. That's a defense. We come get you.
I mean, you being a defense that's unrealistic, we still have a top 3 quarterback in the NFL when you're playing against us.
That makes it even better when we put him on the ground like 6 or 7 times.
He wasn't available.
Good thing.
But you know what? Don't worry about it. We'll see y'all in 2 weeks. And the fact that you don't want to apologize, I'm gonna tell you something my grandma used to say in church all the time. Every tongue that rise and talk, you know what? I ain't gonna say the whole thing. I ain't gonna say the whole thing. I ain't even gonna say the whole thing. Hey, Chad, I'm glad y'all here. I appreciate y'all for showing up. I'm sure all of y'all are probably rooting for the Bengals right now. And I love y'all and thank you for the support. I appreciate you.
On the third carry of the night, Derrick Henry passed NFL legend Jim Brown on the all-time career rushing list, Ocho. So congratulations. I think he's number 11 right now, right? He's almost in the top 10.
All time?
Yeah.
How many more years you think he can play?
Well, he ain't catching Emmett, so he ain't gonna play that many more years.
I mean, they would have to be a buddy system for anybody to catch Emmitt Smith or catch a Frank Gore. Who's number 2?
Frank Gore.
Well, wait, I thought Frank was 3. Who's 2?
Frank Gore, 16,000. Oh yeah, Walter got 16,000. What, 800? Okay, yeah, Walter Payton, then Frank Gore.
God damn, Walter Payton got 16,000?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Frank Gore got 16,000, and then is Barry fourth or fifth? Somebody else? Did anybody pass Barry?
Barry's 4.
Yeah.
Frank Gore 3, Barry 4, AP 5, Chris Martin 6, LT 7, Jerome Bettis 8, ED 9, Tony Dorsett 10.
So he got an outside chance of catching Tony D, because I think Tony Dorsett got like 12,700. So he has an outside chance of catching him this year, right? Yeah, he's only.
I don't think people understand to be able to get to 16,000 yards, how long you have to play, and how much wear and tear that is on running back's body.
Mm-hmm. And when you consider all the carries that he had in high school, all the carries that he had in college, and all the carries that he's had now, in the NFL, that's a lot. Nobody, not even Emmett, with all the yards he has had as many carries as Derrick Henry. So for Henry to be playing as well as he's playing, with damn near 5,000 carries in high school, another 2,500 in college, and now he probably got another 2,000, 2,500 in the NFL.
And you know what? For the most part of his career, too,
he's been healthy.
Despite those many carries, he's been healthy.
Yeah. Except for that one year.
That one time. Yeah. He's been healthy. Oh, that's dope,
but
man.
Congratulations, Derrick Henry. The Bengals' remaining schedule: at Bills, Ravens at home, at Dolphins, Cardinals, and Browns at home. So things are looking. But the Bills is the game, Ocho.
Yeah.
I don't think you guys can make it if you don't beat the Bills.
What you mean with if we win the division? The Bills ain't in the division.
I don't think. But here's the thing: I don't know. Hold on, who does Pittsburgh play tomorrow? Because I think
tomorrow.
What you guys? You 4-6.
Tomorrow's Friday.
I mean Sunday.
Okay.
Steelers play the Bills, so you better be rooting for the Bills.
Yeah.
You better be rooting for the Bills.
You know what's funny? If I'm not mistaken, I think the Steelers have lost the last 2, right? The Steelers have lost the last 2. You know what? They probably not gonna lose to the Bills. They probably not gonna lose to the Bills. I don't understand. I don't know what it is. It's just about the football gods and the way football works. I don't know what it is. And I guarantee you, chat. Listen to me. I guarantee you. I'm not saying that the Steelers are just that good, but just the way the game of football, just the way it goes. I don't know what it is. I guarantee you, the Steelers beat the Bills. I can feel it.
I just don't see that happening. Where's that game, in Pittsburgh or Buffalo?
Ooh, I can't wait to talk about these
It's
Cowboys.
in Pittsburgh, Ocho.
Huh?
It's in Pittsburgh.
Ooh, yeah. I mean, sure. Hey, listen, Josh Allen can play home or away now. It don't matter where you at.
for sure.
But I just think they have the home field advantage for some reason.
The Cowboys beat the Chiefs
Hey,
31-28. The Cowboys have won 3 straight for the first time since 2023. Dak Prescott, league-leading fourth 300-yard game, puts the Cowboys above 500 for the first time since week 5 of last season. The Cowboys, in back-to-back weeks, just beat both teams that were in the Super Bowl in a span of 4 days. Dak Prescott, 27 of 39, 320, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. CeeDee Lamb, on 9 targets, had 7 catches, a buck 12, and a touchdown. George Pickens was his sensational self, although he did not get the ball into the end zone. He had 6 catches for 88 yards. Jake Ferguson had 5 for 36. Pickens did fumble, but Kevon Turpin jumped on it. I think, look, we understand the potency of the Cowboys offense, but today it was about the defense. Jadeveon Clowney had 2 sacks. I thought they did a great job of putting pressure on Mahomes. Mahomes had to make some hell of a throws. Some of those throws, like they're not more than 5 quarterbacks that could have made some of those throws that Mahomes was making under the duress in which he was under. I think the biggest thing, getting Overshown back, has really, really helped this defense because he can cover, he can come with pressure. He's a really good football player, and coming off the injury that he came off of last year, and to come back and to be as disruptive as he is, Ocho, that young man can play. He has a very, very bright future. But Dak Prescott, there's only one quarterback that I can definitively say playing better than Dak Prescott, and that's Matthew Stafford.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only quarterback that I'm willing to say right now is definitively playing better than one Dakota Prescott is Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
Dak has been sensational the last 3 games. Yeah, he had a pick, got 1 pick, got some pressure in his face on his first drive. But other than that, he was sensational today. Making throws, giving guys opportunity to make plays. I thought he played unbelievable today.
Yeah, and when you think about it too, I think most of the people, obviously pundits and analysts, those that are supposed to be professionals and experts, all of them had the Chiefs to win. You know, mostly everybody had the Chiefs to win. But the funny thing about it is tonight's game with the Bengals and the Ravens, the one thing that stood out is what nobody would guess. It was our defense. It was our defense that won us the game. What has always been the Achilles heel and the woes for the Dallas Cowboys? It's been their defense. And what were they able to do? The defense looked good. So those trades are starting to look good. You know, the Kenny Walker trade, the Quinnen Williams trade, getting Logan Wilson, and collectively as a group in its totality are playing really good football, especially against not a Super Bowl winning team, a playoff team, a team that's always in contention every single year, despite them being 5-5 or 5 or 6-5, whatever the record.
6-6 now.
They're 6-6. They're not the same team of old, obviously.
No.
But, hey,
and it's mainly on the defensive side of football, Ocho. They can't pressure the quarterback like they once could. Chris Jones is still a good player, but he can't dominate a game like he once could. He takes himself out of plays. He jumped around the block, and now that he hits a quick hitting play, the safety doesn't feel it, and now the running back hits his head on the goalpost. There are far too many of those plays. If they bring pressure, now you isolate your secondary one-on-one. There are a lot of penalties called today. I mean, it's seemed like every time Dak went back to pass, they were calling penalties. McDuffie just seemed tentative today to me. I don't know if there's something wrong. Maybe it was just those guys put the fear of God into a lot of people. But he was tentative. He's normally a willing tackler. I just didn't see it today. 10 penalties for $119 for the Chiefs. The Cowboys had 7 for 50. There's only 1 turnover in the game. The time of possession was very close. The total plays was close. Obviously, Dallas had 457 yards, almost 100 more yards total drive. But the biggest difference, Ocho, the Chiefs couldn't get them off the field on 3rd down. Cowboys was 9 of 16 on 3rd down. They got them in 3rd down a bunch. They just couldn't get them off the field.
Yeah, and you know, also a lot of people, hey, CeeDee Lamb, I see you. I see you cooking. That's what you do. That's what you do. Shotty said, listen, I don't care about what happened last game. I know the drops happened. You know, it affected the game. We're going to do everything we can to make sure he gets his confidence back. and we gonna feed him. We gonna feed him again. He had 11 targets. He caught 9 of them things. Rhythm. Hey,
Caught
hey.
11, caught 7.
Oh my bad. Oh, it was 7. Okay, my
Yeah.
bad. My bad. My bad. Hey, that goddamn George Pickens, man.
He's phenomenal.
That,
If he'd have scored on that
hey,
one, he heard of that guy, Ocho.
you heard of the dude? Like,
If he'd have scored on that one,
I would have turned the TV off. And
I was thinking the same thing. I would have too.
Turn the TV off. I don't need to see no more. I don't need to see no more. He's a top 5 talent, right?
Yes.
Top 5 talent.
Yes.
When he puts it all together, and focuses on just the game itself, you can still have fun. You can still have that edge that makes you in NFL young boy. You can still have that edge, but just know what line not to cross and just teeter it just a little bit. That's what you get when he's been with the Cowboys so far. That's what you get.
He's phenomenal. I mean, he can make tough contested catches. He's tremendous run after the catch. A big body. He's physical.
Yeah.
He's focused. Now,
Hey, you know what's funny? You know what's funny? You've seen him in person yet?
no.
Man, the man every bit of 6'4".
Oh yeah, he looked big on television. He looked.
Okay.
He don't look. You know what I'm saying, Ocho? He don't look like a Julio like that side.
No,
but
like
you
that,
can tell he's on the taller side.
He tall as hell. So I mean, just what he's able to do at his height, you know, as far as his route running, but what he's able to do when he get the goddamn ball in his hands.
He's sensational at that.
He ran a slant route, and I ain't seen this in a long time. Most of the time, you see it in college because it doesn't react as fast. You catch a slant and you reverse back out.
Peel out. Yep.
Peel back out, man. That doesn't happen in the NFL because people close the gap so.
Boy, they hit you, them linemen normally hitting you in the back of your head.
Back of your head, yep, one or the other. I'm like, this man out here cutting the fool.
Ocho, if you look at, because I thought Kansas City offensively, I thought they played well. Rashee Rice dropped a huge third down and gave them the ball back. They end up because Mahomes had started to get a rhythm and then making some plays, and I was like, that third down. And we're talking about this same thing happening in Detroit with Jameson Williams.
Yeah,
it was a little tougher catch for Jameson because with that kind of speed and they throw that ball on your back hip, and you try to open it's hard. It's hard. Excuse me, but I thought Rashee Rice, that drop on third down was huge. They ended up having to punt, and it gave the Cowboys the ball back, and I think they ended up getting a field goal out of it, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't jot it down, but if you look at Kansas City defense, Chad, and I think y'all agree, this is not the same defense because Ocho, when they bring pressure, you sacrifice the back end. I mean, George Pickens ran the same route, slant. This corner is playing slightly outside. Why are you going for a head fake outside when you already out there? Ocho, you already splitting the difference. You already there.
Yeah, and the most of the times when it comes to depending on who the receiver is, the corner ain't going for the outside fake, but because it's Pickens and what he's put on film so far, you falling for the first move every time.
Because you're not confident.
Bingo.
You watch Stingley.
Bingo.
Watch Surtain. Watch those. Hey, you do all that. The first thing they do, ha.
Yep.
They stabbing one way or the other.
Yep. To keep
all this right here. Bro,
don't mean nothing.
Right there, you ain't moving.
Yeah, you ain't moving. Yeah.
You ain't gained no ground, Ocho.
Yeah.
I'm concerned once you start to gain ground, once you close the cushion. But if I'm here, let's just say I line up 2 yards off you, and Ocho, you doing all this, you hadn't gained any ground.
No, at all.
You're running in place. You're gonna be tired, but you ain't got you ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
So once you start to come upfield and try to close that cushion, I'm going here. I'm going here.
Yeah, and the funny thing about it is, and most of the time, all that is, I call it a feeler. I want to feel where you at and and continue to keep that distance between us, so it keeps me in position to make a play no matter what. Because if you can't close my cushion and you have to transition, I'm already in position to make a play because I'm on the top side.
Right.
If you in front of me or I'm trailing, okay, now I'm in no man's land damn near because I'm at your mercy. I'm at your mercy, but as long as I got eyes on you and you in front of me and my shoulders aren't turned upfield and I'm square, oh shit, you dead in the water.
Ocho, if I'm a DB, you the wide receiver, I do this and I can't touch you, that means you haven't moved. So guess what? You haven't moved. You're not running nothing deep.
Right.
Because the thing is, in order for it to time up, you got to go in a hurry. You got to be 42-4. And you not moving, that's going to throw the timing off.
Yes, sir.
So once I do this, I don't touch it. I do this, I don't touch it. Well, you ain't closed the cushion, so you're not going anywhere. So you running something quick underneath.
Got to be.
I mean, that's how I'm looking at it. I'm looking at your I'm looking at your stance. I'm looking at, and I saw who's that today. I saw somebody, I forget who it was, Ocho. He crashed down. Guys, if the guy crashed down, what you think the other guy gonna do? He gonna loop around.
Yeah, every time.
You got to replace what disappeared. I'm like, guys, are you serious? You mean to tell me you let that guy cross your face, pass that off, and be ready for the looper? The linebacker is gonna loop over the top. He ain't trying to put two guys in the A gap, two guys in the B gap. Yeah. Somebody got to hit A, somebody got to hit B, and somebody got to be in the C.
Yeah.
But I think the thing is, Ocho, and a lot of times guys panic.
You do.
They panic, and they don't trust their coaching. They don't trust their technique, and they panic. And the next thing you know, the play gets blown up. When all you had to do was to trust your technique. You know that guy disappeared. Somebody's got to appear.
And you know you got to think fast too, huh? You got.
Oh, you do? Yes.
You got to think fast. You got to recognize what you see in front of you. Use your eyes. Again, your technique for one, but you got to be able to communicate.
Yes.
You got to be able to communicate. Some of the things that you see on film, throughout the week, you're going to see them in the game.
Yes.
You're going to see them in the game. Most of the time it catches you off guard because sometimes you study stuff and you see a formation and okay, this is it. I'm ready. I'm waiting. And then it's something completely different. Then they come back and hit you with the same exact thing that you saw on film, but you're not ready for it because they didn't load you to sleep with other shit. They didn't load you to sleep.
But the way they study tape, the way we study tape, Ocho, we gonna look at everything. Okay, obviously we looking at coverages, and when we look at D linemen, because back then when I was in the league, they used to play a lot of 25 front. The Sam backer was on the ball. Now all they play are over fronts. It's that 4 down lineman. They rarely put the Sam backer on the ball. Now the Steelers play a 3-4 defense where they play Sam, Will, Mike, plug, and they got 3 down linemen, and they got both linebackers on the ball. And normally one always coming because you want 4-man pressure. With that being said, we would get cut up and we look at linemen and linebackers' feet. And that would tell us, okay, you see his stance? Look at his stance. Look what he's going to do. Look how square he is. He ain't coming. Look at his cock. Look at his cock. He going to put the foot back or he going to give you a cut. And I'm like, okay, here he come. Hey.
If it's staggered, he coming.
Staggered. I already know he going to try to cross my face. All I'm going to do is shove him onto the tackle because here comes that Mike backer and I'm going to catch him. And there's Portis or TD right off my hip. But you just got to, look, I trust my film study. And if they do something that we didn't see on film, hey, coach, this is what we thought, this is what we thought we were going to get. We didn't get it. I'm going to have to react, but you're not going to beat me. You're not going to beat me, Ocho, with what I saw on tape. Now, if you beat me with something else, I give you credit. Hey, they get to practice too. They get to practice too. It's not like we're the only one practicing. They're going to show up unprepared. But you're not going to beat me with what I saw you do in this down and distance, in this area of the field, against this formation. You might beat me doing something else, but I won't let you beat me with that. And I just think the guys, but give the Cowboys credit. Dak always could spin the ball. The problem that he would turn the ball over. He would put the ball in harm's way. He's doing a better job of protecting the football. And he has 2 playmakers. He's never had this many playmakers at once.
Oh, not like this.
Even when he had Daz and Gallup, they're not CD and Pick.
No.
This is a whole different animal that we're dealing with that he has. And that offensive line is getting better and better and better.
And the funny thing about it is the offense is well balanced. Is well balanced. Not only can they throw the ball, but they can also run the ball. And they don't go away from the run because the run most of the time is opening up the pass for the goddamn Cowboys, which is why it's having so much success. We understand how good Pickens and CeeDee Lamb are, but hell, you can run the ball like Williams is doing with shit. It man, when it's time to play action, Man, everything finna be wide ass open.
Yeah, but you got to stay balanced, though, Choke. Because it's easy to fall in love when you got Pick and you got a CD and you got guys that can go make plays. It's easy to get away because the way Dak is spinning the ball right now, it's easy to get away from the run game. But when you got Williams and you got Davis that can, in the blink that can, Davis is not only is Williams can get you the tough yards, but he got speed to be able to get outside and get a 20, 30-yard gain. Obviously, we saw Davis hit his head on the goalpost, and then all of a sudden they'll catch you napping and they'll get to do a quick jet handoff to Turpin coming around, and we know he got crazy speed. So yes, they can run the ball. They're really balanced, but over the last 3 weeks, I've seen this offensive line they're starting to jail. You look at Booker, you look at Smith. Today Steele was in at right tackle.
Yeah.
And I thought they played. I thought they played really, really well today. They did. And like I said, the Chiefs now. That model is not going to work anymore. You got to go to Hellraiser. You got to go get a defensive lineman, Ocho. That you don't have to. And you know Spags want to bring pressure when he feels threatened. He always going to bring that pressure, Ocho.
Yes.
But now you don't really have that back end that can hold up.
Well, you got to understand.
Like,
hey, look at the back end they had. Let me tell you when it was at their best, right? When it was at their best, is we could bring pressure because we know we got Trent McDuffie and Ladarius Sneed out there.
Yep.
And we gonna play a shell on top of that.
Ladarius you had Reed. You had Reed at safety.
Big man, listen. It wasn't nothing. And it wasn't nothing going on because I feel I can bring pressure because I know I don't have to worry about my goddamn back end. Now it's not that same. Once you shuffle those players, and you don't have players of the same caliber or with the same skill set that can allow you to do some of the things you want to do defensively.
Yep.
Now this is what you get.
You're absolutely right. But that defensive line is not the same. Like I said, CJ is a good player, but that 12, 15 sack guy, he's not that anymore.
Right.
Karlaftis, I don't even think Karlaftis registered a tackle today. Did he make a tackle today? No. No stats for Karlaftis. Yo, he got one. One total, one tackle. They had two tackle for losses and no sacks. It's hard. And I thought Patrick Mahomes is playing unbelievable football, Ocho.
Very good football.
I mean, he had 4 touchdowns. 4 touchdowns, 23 of 34, 261, 4 touchdowns. Got out of harm's way, scrambled the ball. He still got those legs when needed. That play that he got pressure. The guy was about to – he jumped because he knew the guy was going to try to sweep his legs, and he's off balance, and he throws the ball. I think he hit Rice. No, he hit Worthy. They're not but a handful of quarterbacks that make a player like that. I'm looking at a guy like a Josh Allen or Lamar, my homeboy, somebody like that.
Yeah, it's only a few now.
There's only a few that can do that. But the Cowboys, you got the Cowboys schedule up here? Yeah. Cowboys
they got
the
us
Lions.
next week.
At Lions.
Oh, Cowboys. Okay.
Vikings at home, Chargers at home, Commanders on the road, Giants on the road. And what we saw from the Lions, I don't know. Campbell might want to turn that play calling back over to John Morton. Just saying. Offensive line, but we're talking about them. The Cowboys at Lions next week. Vikings at home. Oh, they play next Thursday. That's next Thursday night.
Who they play next?
Right?
Thursday?
Is that a prime game? Yeah, that's next Friday. Next Thursday, excuse me. Next Thursday. Because that's normally what they do. They play Thursday, and then they get 10 days off and play the following Sunday, which will be a Sunday night. Yeah, they play Thursday, then the following Sunday. So they play Thanksgiving, they'll play next Thursday, and then they'll play. Yeah. Because that's normally how Dallas' schedule shapes up, Ocho. They normally play Thanksgiving, then they'll play the following Thursday, and then they'll play the following Sunday.
Right. So give them enough time in between the rest.
Yep.
Wait, hold on. Who? Oh no, we were talking about the Lions. Okay, we didn't even get to that yet. Hold on, let me see if they got water in here.
Hey, look. They could the Eagles could have dealt them a death blow. The Chiefs could have dealt them a death blow, but give the Cowboys credit. The Cowboys like, nah, we still believe. We still got faith. 6-11, so they got 5 games to play. Can they win out? Absolutely. The games only get more important as they go along further and further. What they did against the Eagles, what they've done against the Chiefs today, all that's behind them. Now we got to put our focus on the Lions. And all of a sudden, the Lions, Amon-Ra St. Brown went out. Now, he has 10 days to cover. We don't know the severity of it. All they said it was an ankle injury, and he was out, did not play.
Yeah, he got rolled.
But in his absence, Jameson Williams stepped up and played huge.
Mm-hmm.
Jameson Williams was unbelievable today.
Yeah, he was.
But the Cowboys have they got a very, very favorable schedule. You look at the Lions, they're a game behind the Lions. So they beat the Lions, now they flip positions.
Mm-hmm.
They will still be in the they'll be in the 8th spot instead of the 9th spot, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
And then Vikings, Chargers, Commanders, and Giants. E close? Oh, okay. You think they can run the table, Ocho?
The Cowboys?
Yeah.
Well, absolutely. It's as long as they continue to do what they do defensively and play like that, play solid defense. You don't have to be all world. Just meet us halfway. Just meet us halfway and let the offense take care of what they're doing. Offensively, Dak, you can't turn the ball over.
Yep.
Protect the ball. That's it. And make sure whoever calling the plays, I'm not sure if Shadi's calling the plays, but keep that balance. Keep that balance with Williams running the ball. Zone reads, off tackle, some of those sweeps, some of those pitches, you like to do those tosses, and then play action is going to kill him every time. What Pick is able to do, obviously Pick playing mostly on the outside, and CeeDee Lamb is killing everything, intermediate, short and intermediate. I mean, you'll be fine. And obviously Jake Ferguson, when they want to use him and get him the ball, they have the weapons to do it. All it comes down to is you have to play solid, complementary defense, and they'll be fine. It's easy for me to sit here and say it, but actually going out there and doing it, play by play, drive by drive, that's the hard part.
It is. And when you look at it, Ocho, you look at the Commanders might be without Jaden Daniels. Like, he practiced, but he's probably – I think the Commanders play the Broncos this week, Ocho. So there was a part that he was practicing, but they said it was iffy that he'd play Sunday. We'll see if he's fully recovered and he's able to go against the Cowboys. The Chargers, we don't know what Chargers we're going to get. We know offensively they can be good. We know they can put pressure on you defensively, but we never know which Charger team is going to show up. The Vikings, J.J. McCarthy, boy.
Hey, what's wrong with J.J.?
We got a very special guest joining us, coming fresh from the Thanksgiving Day game in which the defensive line did a great job of getting after Patrick Mahomes. Here he is, Osa Odighizuwa. Ziggy, how you doing, bro?
What's good, man? How y'all doing? I'm doing great.
Yeah, you doing great.
Ziggy, where you at, boy?
What'd you say?
Where you at?
I'm at home, bro. Just got done eating Thanksgiving dinner not too long ago.
Oh man, I ain't even have. Hey, Nick, you know how blessed you are to have Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh.
I had three hot dogs today.
Oh wow! Hey, no, I'm spoiled, bro. I don't know how long I've been saying it. Probably last 2 years since my mom moved in with me, and she's been on the ones and twos in the kitchen, and I'm not gonna stop saying it because she went ham.
What did we have? Typical Thanksgiving? What did we have?
It was straight Nigerian food, bro. Fufu
okay,
and agusi.
So fufu,
agusi, jollof rice and stew.
Jollof, okay.
Suya, the whole nine.
So that is a typical Nigerian Thanksgiving.
Yes.
So y'all had no turkey, no dressing, no mac and cheese, none of that? Or that was in addition to?
Nah, it was just straight Nigerian food.
Yeah, that's not a part of our culture, huh? That's not a part of our culture. Ziggy, you know I'm a Nigerian?
I did not.
Yeah, I'm 82% Nigerian, man. You know, I'm.
What you got that off 23andMe?
Huh?
What you got?
Yeah,
that
I did my
23andMe?
ancestry. I was above 95% Nigerian.
Hey, they're giving out too much sauce on the ancestry, bro. I feel like everybody claims that. I've heard a lot of claims. I can't even verify. So
Now you can verify. You know how you can verify with me? I'm gonna tell you something only you'll know. Maybe the chat might know. Unless you're Nigerian, you wouldn't know. You know, I'm the leader of the Yahoo Boys.
Yahoo Boys.
Yeah.
Star registry.
419.
Yeah.
Yeah. See,
I just
you gotta
checked
be.
the chat. The chat
Yeah.
not
Don't worry
registered.
about it.
No results back on the
Look,
Yahoo Boys.
the defensively, the last 3 games, you guys have stepped up. You had back-to-back game-winning play sacks against the Eagles and the Raiders. And defensively, I think it was you guys that really set the tempo today. Look, Dak, with those weapons they have, you know they're going to do what they need to do. Guys,
they've
we
been like
just
that all
can't
year.
give up 500 yards. We can't give up 300-yard passing. We can't give up 200 yards rushing. You guys have done a great job over the last 3 weeks of pulling your weight. What was the mindset? What was said? Was anything said that says, hey, guys, and look, if we're going to turn this thing around and get going in the right direction, we're going to have to pull our weight? What was said? What was done? What changed?
I mean, definitely been rocking with the defense, just telling us like, yo, like telling everybody every time I'll call it up, I'm like, or when I do call it up and when I talk, I'm just like, bro, we have the guys in the room for the job. Like this defense is way better than what we've been putting on tape. You know what I mean? As far as like the first part of the season, you know, and just knowing that like coming off the bye week, especially in November, this month is crazy. You know, we got to lock in, we got to handle business because we don't have any time to bullshit. Everything that we want is still in front of us, but we have to have a very heightened sense of urgency to be able to have the control of our destiny. And the offense has been rolling. We've been having one of the most explosive offenses in the league all year. So just knowing like we got to be able to contribute and we got to be able to hold it down, because if we do, we give the ball back to the offense as much as possible. We're going to give ourselves chances to win these games and go down this stretch and have the type of games that we want to have, you know. And then also just coming off of the loss of our brother Marshawn, knowing that we have to honor him with the way that we play, you know, and just taking him with us moving forward and asking ourselves, how is he going to approach the game, you know, and taking that same approach and just honoring him that way with how we play on the field.
Go ahead, Ocho.
I'm gonna say, you know, the good thing about this too is for a defense like you guys that have struggled in the past early in the season. Right now is the perfect time for you guys to be hitting your stride. Most of the time, some of the things I always say, and Bill Belichick, his favorite words that he always said during football season is football season doesn't really start until after Thanksgiving. And the fact that you defensively are playing the way you're playing right now, that momentum carries over week to week. That momentum carries over week to week. And with the offense playing the way it's playing right now, being one of the best in the NFL, there's a very, very good chance y'all could run the goddamn table. And this is coming from a football fan and someone who understands the game when you watch teams like you guys that are playing as well as you are right now.
Man, it's
gonna be a Super Bowl in Dallas.
I just know, especially right now, we're gonna look up because we played 3 games in 10 days. We're gonna play the Lions again on Thursday.
Yeah,
I just knew this month is a very, very high importance because we look up 4 games gone like that in less than or maybe a little over 2 weeks, and now we're in the back quarter of the season. You know, we have good teams. I say the harder stretch with air quotes. Obviously, it's the league is every given Sunday, but just knowing like these are all very playoff contending teams that were in the championship, whether it be NFC or conference championship or in the Super Bowl, being the Eagles and the Chiefs. Like this is the stretch, and obviously just playing the way we have is building a lot of confidence because the DNA of the team is right, the character of the team is right, you know. So I feel like just being able to execute at a high level to contribute the effort and the passion that we play with is promising.
I look at you guys. I look at yourself. I look at you added Quinny. You added Kenny Clark. You brought in Jadeveon Clowney. You get Sam Williams back off of the ACL injury. And I look at you guys and the pressure that you guys can generate. You ended up sacking Mahomes 3 times. You pressured him more sufficiently enough. And what has been your thought process with what you like? Damn, man. Okay, Jerry. Okay, you get Kenny Clark. Yeah, we lost our brother Micah Parsons. We love to have Micah, but we get Quinny. We get Kenny Clark. Oh, Jadeveon Clowney, the number one overall draft pick at one point in time. Sam's back. You got paid in the offseason. You got the C on your chest. Like, your defensive line, and you said it earlier, like, bro, we got the talent in this room to go get this job done and make it easier for our back end.
Yeah. Like, I don't think I've even earlier in the season, like I said, it just didn't compute whether, like, the games that we were putting together and the way that we were playing was not up to our standard and who I know that we are. Okay. So just continue to speak on that. And I feel like getting Kenny, getting Q has helped out a ton. As far as having the C on my chest, I feel like either one of them could easily be a guy that has a C on their chest. So that makes my job that much easier as far as being a leader, you know?
Yes. So now you said you're like, okay, you get to sit back and watch this weekend and like, boy, I sure hope somebody take care of this team for us. Hey, come on, somebody beat the Eagles. Cause hey, come on, somebody do something to San Francisco. You get to sit back and watch, knowing that you got a game of the utmost importance. And because at the end of the day, Ziggy, it doesn't matter what happens. It only matters what you do. Let's take care of our business, and we'll let the chips fall where we may. Let's not have a slip up and say, man, now we sitting by watching the TV on the last Sunday in the beginning of January, and like, come on, lose. We need this team to lose.
Man,
when we didn't take care of what we needed to take care of.
That's honestly, as a competitor, you hate to be in that place, bro. You don't want you want anyone else to be in the driver's seat but yourself. So
right.
You got to handle business.
That was impressive. That was an impressive win today. Talk about your quarterback, because I think you've been there for a while now, and this is as good as that I've seen Dak spin the football in, say, 4 or 5 years. Yeah, look, he came in and started, he took up for Tony Romo, and he's never looked back. But it's hard for me to say that I've seen him throw the football better than what he's throwing it right now. And what he has.
I'm tolerating no Dak Prescott slander. I never have, to be honest. Even in times when he didn't look great or this and that, I'm like, bro, like a healthy Dak Prescott is one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. I'm down that hill. I've been down on that hill since I've been here. I've seen it. You know what I mean? And I would not tolerate any Dak Prescott slander. A lot of times, people that I know around that talk mess, I'll be like, man, y'all need to get a new quarterback. Y'all need to do this, do that. I'm like, who? Who are we gonna get? Who would you rather have? X, Y, Z. Hell no. Stop talking. Who else would you rather have?
It is not like we can get them. If we could, if we got, who are we gonna get? You're not getting Josh Allen. You're not getting into the top quarterback. So what are you saying? You think there's somebody out there better than Dak that we could actually get?
That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm like, dog, you have no idea.
Yeah, they don't.
How risky that conversation is. Like, we have, again, one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, bro. I'm not hearing any of that.
And the funny thing about it, Ziggy, you know how it is with people on the outside looking in. They really think replacing quarterbacks is so easy. You look at some of these teams, like let's say like the Browns, they haven't been able to find a quarterback in damn near 40 years. Now people don't understand. The Jets haven't been able to find a consistent quarterback in damn near who since Broadway Joe. People don't understand how difficult it is to have a quarterback, and when you have one that is good like that, despite not having the success that most when you think about the Cowboys and how much they've won, in the 90s, and the fact they haven't done it in so long. Well, hell, having a quarterback like Dak always gives you a chance. Now it just isn't just on him. As a team, collectively as a group, y'all have to play well to be able to make it back to the Graceland like they did back in the 90s. So it's not as easy as you say.
And just knowing, like, having a leader like him, bro, to be honest, like, that's someone, for as long as I've been with the Cowboys, that's a first in the building, last one out of the building type of guy. Yeah. Like, as a rookie coming in, like, I can honestly say, like, he's been one of the hardest workers consistently for the 5 years that I've been with this team, to the point where it's like, I just got here. I literally have no excuse as to why I can't find a little bit more to do, find some type of extra edge or some type of extra work to put in. You know what I mean? He's been putting that in, and he's been consistent with that, to the point where it just brings everyone else along too.
After that sack last week against the Raiders, You made a hand gesture like you was calling somebody. What was that?
I mean, that's just a situation. The game is on the line. Got to answer the call.
Yeah, I'm here. I got him. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll talk to you later.
Yes, sir.
You mentioned the Marshawn Nealon, your brother D lineman. He had just scored a touchdown that Monday night game. Seemingly everything was going. When you got the call and you heard the tragic news, what went through your mind, Ziggy?
Bro, I mean, it was just crazy. Like, it was honestly just a lot of shock, you know, followed by just crying. Like, it really hit me just and processing that, you know, followed by just like, how are we going to honor him and take care of Marshawn and his family moving forward? How are we going to, you know, come together as a team and lean on each other? And how are we going to get closer from this? You know, and just trying to turn that pain into a purpose.
It's tough. You mentioned it's been a very tough month for you. You look, there are things that, you know, okay, you might move the game up, you might move the game back as far as time, considering the situation's weather. There are certain things that are in the playbook, but there's nothing in the playbook when it comes to dealing like real life and death situation. There is no playbook for that. Yeah, I'm sure you guys have counselors that you can talk to, but that doesn't happen very often in the NFL, something of this magnitude, and where you really, when they say, you know what, I can count on my brother, I can count on to the man next to me, where you really and truly, Ziggy, have to count on the man that's next to you because he's going through the exact same thing that you're going through.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, definitely. Hey, Ziggy, I dealt with that issue obviously when I was with the Bengals. I think it might have been was it maybe 2009, Unc? I don't remember the year. We lost my brother, our fellow receiver, Chris Henry. Chris Henry had passed away, and that was tough. We had a game that following Sunday. I think we found out about his death maybe on a Tuesday. It might have been an off day, or maybe a Monday. We were watching film and we came down out of meetings and they told us what had happened. And that was one of the worst feelings, to have a brother that had been lining up with you week to week to week to week, and obviously he broke his arm, and then 3 days later he's gone.
Yeah.
And it was hard to deal with. And we had our therapist for those that need to have someone to talk to let out whatever frustration and tears you needed to, and just have that conversation. But that turning pain into purpose, I like that.
You gotta, you know what I mean? Like we Marshawn, he was a bright spot on the team. Like, he was a very loving, energetic guy, and he had a light. So just continue to carry that is just our purpose now. Just carrying his light and taking him with us every single step of the way. And it's not just 1 week. We're carrying him with us for the rest of our lives.
Ziggy, let me ask you this. We're going to get you out of this one. I heard a lot of people, and I have friends that guys that Emmett and I, we came out together. Michael is I know Michael very, very well. And they talk about being a Cowboy. What is it like to be a Dallas damn Cowboy?
Man, it's amazing. Like, Cowboys Nation is honestly one of the best fan bases in football.
Okay.
That's the reason why it is America's team, and wrapping my head around that took me like 2 away games to realize, like, oh, wow, this isn't an away game. This is a home game. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of the best places that you could possibly play football, in my opinion. And
the
obviously, I haven't been anywhere else.
Right.
I don't want to find out about anywhere else, bro. It's been amazing.
Yeah.
Like you said, that fan base. So obviously, when things are not going well and they see you at the grocery store, they see you at the gas station, or they see you out, they're not very pleased with the performance that they're getting.
Let you post anything and you ain't playing good, bro. Like, oh my goodness. They're going to let you know.
That's why you're not winning. You out here posted on social media, huh?
Yes, bro. All that, all day. Man, you make a fucking tackle. Like, bro, they just all in the comments. I'm like, man.
So you said you said your mom moved in with you.
Yeah, she been with me for as long as I've been in the house. When I decided to actually go ahead and purchase a house, I went ahead and made that move.
Where did you bring away? Where was she staying before you moved in with you in Dallas?
She was in Portland, back in my hometown.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's dope.
So you do because I'm sure that the Cowboys provide breakfast for you. So do you eat before you get to the stadium or the training facility, or do mom make you breakfast, lunch, and dinner and all that stuff?
I don't even want, like, she came in and she was just helping me with like organizing any of these little house touches. I'm gonna flip the camera so you can take a look if it'll let me do that. All this homie stuff that you see around.
Okay.
All the little, that's stuff from my foundation, but the pictures back there and around on the side,
She made
setting
it a
up
home. It was a house. She made it a home.
Yes.
Ooh,
It would just be blank walls if it was just me up here, bro.
Well, you got upstairs, boy. You got money.
It's Texas, bro. Well, yes, but like
money.
Texas, bro.
Yeah, you get a lot of bang for your buck in Texas.
1,000%.
For real, Unc?
Everything's bigger in Texas.
Man, Unc, let's move out to Texas, man.
Hey, you get like
Unfortunately,
Shannon
we're not gonna
said,
be able to do that, Ocho.
like Shay said, bang for your buck.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah. Man, Ziggy, thanks for joining us. Congratulations on the last 3 weeks. You guys have been playing really, really well. Congratulations on the big win today on Thanksgiving. Prayers up to everybody that had to go through what you had to go through over the last 10 days with the Marshawn Kneeland situation. We send our prayers, send our best and our prayers to you and the team. Good luck the rest of the way. And if you guys go ahead and do what you're supposed to do, come back and tell us how you did it.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you, man.
Yep. Y'all boys have a good night. Happy Thanksgiving, by the way.
Good night, bro.
Hope you get something other than 3 hot dogs, because that's, oh my God. What? Someone, if you're watching this right now, please get Ocho a plate.
Nah, not at that time of night. He on the East Coast. Ain't no 1 o'clock. He out of gas.
Get him a plate tomorrow, bro.
No, hold on. Hey, Ziggy.
3 hot dogs is crazy.
No, but Ziggy,
get some McDonald's.
I couldn't. It was closed today. Ziggy, I had to get on the plane to come to Baltimore. I just left the Ravens game. We put belt the ass to the Ravens today. So all I had was 3 hot dogs. I'm gonna eat when I get back tomorrow to Miami.
Man, I heard that, but you need something other than 3 hot dogs.
Congratulations, man. Continued success, man. We'll see you.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all.
All right, man.
But,
all righty. Ocho, the Packers beat the Detroit Lions by the score of 31-24. Jordan Love become the first Packer quarterback since 1950 with 3 wins on Thanksgiving. Michael Parsons had himself a day on Thanksgiving. He made life difficult for Jared Goff and the rest of the Detroit offense. Hey, Ocho, 2.5 sacks, 8 tackles, 4 quarterback hits, and a plethora of pressures. He also made NFL history. He became the first player ever to record 12 or more sacks in each of his first 5 seasons.
Crazy. Hey, we talk about consistent. He's up there. I would love to put him in that consistent level along with Myles Garrett. Obviously Myles probably getting ready to break the sack record, but I don't think people understand how good Michael Parsons is. For one, to be able to do it in Dallas. This is what you call a generational talent, a transcending type player, where it doesn't matter what team you go to. It doesn't matter what team you go to. It doesn't matter what defense you put him on. The same type of production you're still going to get from a player like that. And kudos to him. Again, it's almost mind-boggling when you think about what he's been able to do from a defensive perspective. And Jerry was still willing to let him go because he's still doing the exact same thing.
Oh, I think he's looked even better. I mean, you probably have to go back to maybe his rookie season or his second season, but now the impact in which he's playing with, he's closing the lights out on. You saw against the Giants, he ended the night. We saw today, basically kept him out of field, kept him out of the end zone. He's been playing unbelievable football because, like I said, he got on the other side. He got Clark on the other side. Wyatt, who unfortunately had that gruesome injury today that he's done for the rest of the year, but. Defensively, they just got weapons, Ocho, and they can put pressure. And when Jordan Love played like he played today, he should have had 5 touchdowns because he moved outside of the pocket. He threw the ball in the guy's feet. All he got to do is just set his feet and throw it. That's a touchdown, walk-in touchdown. But he played unbelievable. 18 of 30, 234, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, no sacks. Look, Wicks had 6 for 94 and 2 touchdowns. Watson 4 for 80 and a touchdown. Dobbs 4 for 20 and a touchdown. He was dealing it today. But that defense, the Packers defense, they did an unbelievable job on sacking. They sacked Jared Goff 3 times. They pressured him numerous times. They didn't let Gibbs get loose. He was trying, but they did a great job. 30 rushes, 119 yards, basically like 3.9596 yards per carry. But they didn't let him go crazy.
No.
But Jameson Williams, 7 for 144 and a touchdown.
44.
But I know he's beating himself up about that drop because he's probably thinking, man, we could have stayed on the field. We might have got a touchdown instead of having to settle for a field goal. But I want to say this, Ocho, before I turn it over to you. Tesla, on the touchdown that Jameson Williams, you didn't block a soul. You didn't block nobody. I don't know if you didn't charge the night before, but but all the gadgets was just malfunction. The damn doors wasn't open. The horn was going off. I was like, son, bro, what the hell are you doing? Ocho, then I think it was third down. They put him in zip motion. The thing that I loved about Mike and Gary, when we did something, they always explained to us why we're doing it.
Yes.
They put you in zip motion because the guy you're responsible for is inside, which is the safety coming down. Get your ass down there and block him. That's why they put you in zip motion. Why you think they put you in zip motion? Because they wanted to say everybody see, oh, his last name Tesla. I wonder if he's related to Elon Musk. No, it's to get your ass inside so you can block the damn safety that stuffed the running back for a no-yard gain. See, that's why I'm sorry, Chad. That's why I can't.
Hey, you know that's a nice little headache too now, especially for receivers coming down in zip motion and having come down and crack that safety. You already understand how physical safeties are, and when it comes to small receivers, especially like that, you finna come down and block who? Block what? Well, take this headache with you. Take this headache with you, because that's what I'm gonna give you. You think you finna get in my way and get in the way of me making this goddamn tackle. Everything about safeties is based on physicality. They enjoy contact. They welcome contact. Receivers, most of them, depending on your side, depending on the style of player you are, you shy away from that. So when it comes to personnel and decisions you make and what receivers you put in zip motion to go get that safety, I'm sure you have receivers you can use specifically for a play like that.
That's Ocho. But the thing is, those safeties today ain't like the safeties that when you played and when I played. There ain't no big-ass David Fulchers. There's no Steve Atwater. There ain't no Dennis Smith. There ain't really no thumpers.
Right.
They don't even let play like that. Them guys trying to get picks. They ain't trying to thump. They ain't trying to bang. Man, get your damn ass down there in that zip motion and dig that safety out. It's 3rd and 3. The hell?
No. Oh, man.
I'm sure the reason why they put you in zip motion because they know in that formation, in that down and distance, in that area of the field, what happens? The safety feels.
Coming down.
They put you in zip motion because they know if they left you in your original, where you originally lined up, you would never get him. That's why they put your ass in zip motion. But see, you tiptoeing because you really don't want to go in there and get that headache. That's why you in there with bull jiving. That is exactly why he went in there tiptoeing like he's stepping on hot coals. Get your ass down there and dig that damn safety out so we can get this first down and keep the chain moving.
Hey, listen, the funny thing about it, is I've been in that situation before. I've been in that situation when we played the Broncos.
Yeah.
And guess who the safety was? Goddamn John Lynch. Hey, what is John Lynch known for?
Oh, John Lynch gonna thump hell out you now.
Listen, and they got me. They got my split condensed all the way goddamn down. And John looking at me smiling.
Yeah, he know when you got that.
Hey, we play Philly. Who is the goddamn safety that wore number 20?
B-Dog.
And they got me. They got my split condensed. Talking about dig the safety out. Dig who? With what shovel? Man, if y'all don't get me if you don't get me up out of this shit and put TJ in that goddamn position.
Hey, the thing is, Ocho, because here, the way I looked at it, I know if I ran the slot route, or if I ran some over the middle, you're going to try to tear my head off. And see, the thing is, back then, safeties wouldn't try to dodge you. See, like these safeties now try to olay you. They ain't really trying to thump like that anyway. But back then, them big ass safety wasn't dodging nothing. They tried to put the helmet right under your damn chin.
Right through you.
I said, well, okay. Well, we both about to get knocked out because I'm damn sure trying to we going to be like two Rams. You trying to put your helmet under my chin. I'm trying to put my helmet under your chin. Guess what's going to happen, Ocho? Wow.
Hey, see, you could do that. I wasn't built. I wasn't built like that, huh? I wasn't built like that.
Ocho, because if you don't, I just want him to know. Hey, I'm here. I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
I ain't going nowhere. But that's how I made the team. I had to block Atwater and Dennis and them in practice. And they said, well, damn, we'll see will you block like that against Ronnie Lott? If his ass in the game?
Who going down there with Ronnie?
Me?
Man, this, but you can have, the funny thing about it is they put me in there because they knew I was gonna go. I didn't care. You know I don't
exactly.
care.
Exactly.
Every time I seen Ray, I swear to God, we played Ray twice a year for 11 years straight. Anytime Ed Reed would sneak and try to shoot the guy.
Yeah.
Who you think the next person was for me on the crack toss was? Ray.
Yep.
I lost every time. I didn't care.
Yeah.
Oh, John, you want me to get John Lynch Marvin? Okay. Oh, B-Dog this week? Okay, cool. Hold on. Donovan Darius? Okay, cool.
And it's not like run it, Ocho. It's not like we're going to run that play 5-10 times a game.
One time, huh?
That's it.
One time. And
that's it.
And you know what? I lost every time. And I'm not ashamed. I lost every one.
But you was willing to go down there and say, hey, I'm not afraid. But that's the attitude you gotta. Hey, man, you can't go in there like you trying to tiptoe up on, like you trying to sneak up on somebody. You better let him know you coming.
Hey, but it used to be tossing my ass out the club, man. That shit used to be funny as hell, man.
I mean, hey, look here. You tell me, hey, we ain't gonna run this play but a couple of times, 1 or 2 times max. One time on the right side, one time on the left side. I'm good, Ocho. Now, when it came to the safety, obviously, I'm more of a safety size than a wide receiver. So I'm looking at it totally different. I'm like, I'm clapping my hand. You run this as much as you want to because that means I ain't got to block them big-ass DNs. I ain't got to deal with Reggie or Bruce Smith. I ain't got to deal with none of Neil Smith. Okay, safety, you got an ass-cutting coming. But, man, we played Jacksonville one time, and they say, Shannon, now, we're hoping we get an underfront, and you and the tackle can double-team the end, push up to the linebacker. He said, but if we get this overfront, that means the end's gonna be in a 7 technique. So he gonna be head up you. I mean, slightly inside out you. I'm gonna need you to wash him. We only gonna run it one time. Ocho, you know me. One time. Count your boy in. Like, yeah, Ocho. I'm like, whoo, one time. Ocho showed up. Ocho, don't laugh. Ocho. So, you know, I said, okay, I will do it. One time, they say it's only going to be one time. You know what? I know TD is going to pick up if I have to go out for a pass play and TD need to pick up this blitz, I know TD got me. Ocho, 16 power. It's an overfront. 7 tech. Inside foot. I get him, Ocho.
Yeah.
Walking. 10 yards. That'll go Sharpie. That'll go Sharpie. I was like, okay. So in my mind, Ocho, they said we only gonna do it one time.
Right. They came back to it.
Next series, Ocho, they came back with it again. Ocho, we ran it again. I got him, Ocho. We got 3 yards.
Right.
4 plays later,
y'all
came back with it again.
Y'all being greedy now.
This man damn near pushed me to the other end zone. Ocho, I got up off the ground. Ocho, he done had me cockroach, my heels up in the air. I got up and walked halfway to the sideline. Don't run that no more. Don't run it no more.
Hey, you remember hold on, his last name was Griffin. He played safety for the Cleveland Browns. I think, is it Robert Griffin?
Robert, yeah.
Man, he toss crack. Here he go. He coming downhill. He coming from deep. Carson tossed the ball to Rudy. Rudy running outside. I'm feeling good. Robert ain't looking at me at all. But I looked up. I was looking out the side of my ear hole. I was looking about the side of my ear hole and thought, because the one thing I do is obviously when I'm getting ready to make contact, I close my goddamn eyes every time. I don't know how Mike Singletary did it, where his eyes was wide open so we could actually see what was hidden. But for me, right before contact, I closed my eyes. Man, Robert hit me, my chin strap. You know, I used to wear my chin strap, one of them loose.
Yeah, that's how I was.
I swear for God, my face mask was facing this way where my jaw is. In my helmet, I was looking out, I could literally look out my ear hole. I'm trying to get up out the pile. Everybody piled up on top of me. I'm like, man, I looked at Marvin. Hey, Hugh came over to me and said, don't worry about it. That's a good job. That's all we wanted to do. You did the job.
Yeah. And guess what, Ocho? We get to film study on Wednesday, and they don't never do this. He say, Alex Gibb, rest his soul, who was the offensive line coach. He said, I want to show you how your all-pro tight end, how we can count on him. They showed the first one.
Right.
Boomed it. The second one, we got 3 yards. That third one, I didn't notice at the time. It was just like I didn't see nothing. Right. Ocho, you know when I walked say, don't run this no more, you know he flipped me off on the sideline? I was so swole, I don't even remember that.
Right.
I don't even remember none of that.
Oh,
boy, I was so, boy, look here. Y'all done told me I hadn't got my mind made up one time. Yeah, hell, I block anybody once. He don't know it's coming. That's all right. But Michael Parsons is playing unbelievable.
Oh, yeah,
crazy. He's been everything Green Bay had hoped and more.
Yeah.
He can turn the lights out of the building. He's tremendous. His first step, he's relentless. Look how many times he gets double teamed. You better not block it with one guy.
You have to.
You better not.
Yeah, and the funny thing about it is, even when he gets double teamed, you know who else gets double teamed a lot? Myles Garrett.
Oh yeah.
He gets double teamed a lot, but
not enough.
Not enough. The one thing that they're so good at is the first person doesn't matter, because they're gonna use hands and get skinny on them and do whatever they need to do with that second person. Because when they do have that second person, it's always half a man. When they get to that second dude, if they not square all the way in front of them,
oh yeah, it's half,
and they just playing half a man up off that individual, they getting around that every time.
It is kind of like
double team every time.
Ocho, they chip block. I think it was Fowler that the tight end chipped him, and he got off balance, and 71 pinned him, and they called holding. That wasn't a holding. That was a pancake.
Yeah.
Because he got off balance, and you know if you get off, if them tackles get up in here,
it's a wrap. You might as well
stop. Just go ahead and stop and get ready for the next play. Just do everything you possibly can so he don't pancake you and fall on top of you. But once he get his hands inside of you,
it's over.
On that one.
It's over.
It's a wrap from that point on. But I thought Jordan Love played up. And see, this is what gets you. This is what's so frustrating about watching Jordan Love play. You watch him play today, and you watch the throws that he's making today, Ocho. And then you watch the past couple of games. You're like, bro, what are you doing?
Yeah. He's up and down. He's not consistent.
Yes.
He's not consistent enough. He'll get there. Hey, when you lived in Baltimore, it's my first time, right? I got a grape soda.
Yeah.
You ever seen a grape soda called Poppy?
Oh no, that's a new thing. They just this company, they was on Shark Tank, and they just sold that company, I think, to Pepsi. They just sold that company to Pepsi for like $2 billion or something.
Oh, okay. This is my first time.
No, that's a new thing. No.
Okay. I'm gonna say, man, I ain't never. Now I know about Czech grape soda. I know about
Czech, Fanta.
Yeah, Fanta. I've never seen this before. It's okay. It's a prebiotic. What does prebiotic mean? Prebiotic soda.
That's the Olipop.
Oh, okay.
It's a good for your gut. It's good. It's a probiotic that's good bacteria for your gut.
Okay. Cool.
Oh man! At least I got off the because who was it? Amon Ra got me off the hook. Ocho, it's time for Prize Picks Player Fade, presented by Prize Picks. Dak hit. A.J. Brown, more than 7.5 targets. Who did they play?
The Bears.
They played the Bears. He down. Oh, and Jalen Johnson is back. He just got activated.
Ooh, hey, Jalen Johnson, a real deal. He just can't seem to stay healthy. But when he's playing, he's one of those that belongs in the top 5 conversation, but he's
Yep.
not in the conversation because he hasn't been available.
Yep.
But he has that type of talent. I like it. I like the 7 targets. It just is Jalen willing to let that ball go. They did last game.
Yeah.
He was cooking with goddamn AJ Brown in that first half against them damn
Yeah.
Cowboys.
I'm going to say yes. I'm going more than 7.5 targets. Saquon, less than 77.5 yards. I think the Bears are good at this the rush, aren't they?
Got a good run
He's
defense.
going less.
Has he had a 100-yard season yet?
I think he had one.
God damn.
I think he's had one.
Yeah, against the Giants, he had 150. That's it.
Yeah. Saquon, less than 78 yards. I'm going to say less. Colston Loveland, more than 31 receiving yards.
Colston Loveland.
Yeah, that's the tight end from Michigan.
Oh, hey, he nice.
He's going to have more. I'll say yeah. I'll say he's going to have, but yeah. Because that means Zach Braun or Blankenship going to be guarding him. I'm going to say, you know what? I'm going to say he's going to have more. Luther Burden Jr., less than 31 receiving yards. They don't really be throw. They throw the ball to Rome. They throw the ball to DJ, and they throw the ball to Loveland. They don't really give Burton.
He nice though.
He is. They don't give him the rock though.
No, not enough. Not enough.
I'm gonna say less. $25 to win $150. Download the app today. Use code Shannon to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize picks. It's good to be right. All right, Ocho, it's time to play. Final segment of the evening. It's time for Q and A. Yeah, we ain't finna play nothing. We finna get up out of here. We ain't about to play by this time.
Hey, why don't you do me a favor?
What?
Hey, why don't you come on down to Cincinnati, man? We'll show you some good hospitality in 2 weeks. So you can see your Ravens lose in person.
If I'm going somewhere, I'm going to go to Baltimore or I'm going to go to Denver. I ain't going to Cincinnati because y'all ain't got no good restaurants, and I don't want to eat no chili.
Hey, hold on. Can I tell you something? Have you ever heard of Jeff Ruby's Steakhouse? What you talk about? We don't got no good restaurant.
Jordan say it's good and terrible.
Jeff Ruby's?
Yep.
Nah, he ain't say that. Boy, Jeff Ruby, the #1 steakhouse in the world now.
Don't stop it. Aaron Owens, Burrow come back. Now the Bengals defense want to be the 85 Bears. They look good tonight.
Yeah.
Me per se, I take it back. CD doesn't suck. No, he just had a bad game. Triple X Cup Saturday for the Bengals win. Ocho can keep that 5,900. No, just kidding. BTA. Real Wolf, the facts. As Ravens, I'm not mad at the loss. I'll be ready to see if that same energy is displayed on the 14th at Paycor. I'll say it for everyone. I don't think anyone can cover Chase. No, you just got to make it difficult. I mean, you just try to make it as difficult as you possibly can. Give him as many different looks as you possibly can. Dr. Frank L. Bellerman said, I hope everyone had a good turkey day. Mine was Cowboy great. Yeah, Doc, you've been feeling real good these last 3 weeks. I'm going to need Detroit to do something about that next week, though.
Hey,
Huh?
Hey, you know what I'm gonna do for you?
What?
And not only am I pay you 50, I pay you 5,900 early. If you come to the game, right? I want to take you to this place down there in Cincinnati. You talk about they ain't got no good food. I want to take you to the steakhouse, right? I want to take you to Jeff Ruby's, right? Then I want you to go check my homeboy Rico, right? He got a funnel cake. You like funnel cakes?
Yeah.
I mean, you'll enjoy it. Funnel cake is called Funnel Cake Island. We'll go down there, sit down there, have a quick funnel cake, and we can talk about the game, schematics, and why y'all gonna lose.
No. Mr. Incredible won. Santa is real. Chad paid Unc his money, and the Bengals beat the Ravens. Only one is true, but Unc better not say foot or ball tonight. They got us. They got us. They got us.
Yeah, yeah,
Y'all got us.
yeah.
But that's all right.
We're gonna have y'all in 2 weeks too.
Nah. That ain't gonna happen. Cal Simpson, Ocho should have done Nightcap from Bengals locker room. Have every Bengal tell Unc not to say foot or ball. Tell L. Jack no food for anybody. Yeah. Hey, the way they played tonight, they should have ate before they went to the game. Cause if you ain't eat before you went to the game, nah, you ain't eating. Throw them plates in the trash. JM42069. Who they? Ocho said BTA. Jamal 8786. Your Jordan Love narrative is very surface level and wrong. You are repeating what you've already said. I challenge you to go watch the 2 games ago with 7 drops and only 3 picks all year. Jordan Love has been inconsistent. I've been watching every game because we talked about the Packers every game. What about the overthrows? See, I noticed you just said about what the receivers didn't do, but what about what he hasn't done? Appreciate you watching, Jamal. Yeah. Brandon Martinez, Cowboys beat the previous Super Bowl champs back-to-back. Crazy work, ain't it? Just for the playoffs, this is for 94. Let's go. We need this more than anyone. They're playing unbelievable. Dak is throwing the ball well, and the defense has gotten better and better each week. And when they need to make plays, the defense is coming up big. So, got to give them credit. Give credit where credit is due. Allen _ LMH JSN GOAT. JSN is playing unbelievable. He's putting together an unbelievable season.
Unbelievable season. And it's so funny, Unc. You notice something, how hard it is for receivers to be able to repeat, what they done the last year. So many things have to go right. Jamar Chase winning the Triple Crown last year. Yeah. Now this year, out the blue, JSN is having a crazy season with a chance to break, Calvin Johnson's record.
Yep.
Oh, man, it's funny. Now, with the way things are going, I can't wait to see who's going to be the receiver next year to emerge and do something like this.
I know Jetta say y'all better go get me a quarterback.
Ooh.
Y'all gonna have people thinking I can't play no more, and it ain't me.
Hey.
Tonight just said, tonight Unc can't say foot or ball, right, Ocho?
Yeah,
Ocho finally got one right.
Goddamn right. Hold on, I've been right all season long. I've been right all season long.
Babbitt Patel, refs were terrible all day. No consistency at all, especially pass interference call. And the holding call on Josh Simmons was a pancake. I agree. It varies. I mean, it seemed like they were calling a bunch of PIs in the what is that? The Kansas City Cowboy game.
Yeah.
It seemed like damn. Every time the Cowboys went out, like one drive, it was CD got like 2 PIs, Pitt got a pass interference. I'm like, well, damn. But hey, Don Mars 58, Bo gonna be playing his first Super Bowl this year. That'd be real nice. Broncos in Super Bowl hunt. Hey, last time the Super Bowl was in San Francisco, within the Levi Stadium. Just saying, Ocho. I'm just saying.
Hold on, who was the Broncos and Panthers?
Yep.
Okay, I can see the Broncos and Bengals. I can see that.
They both in the AFC, so one of them would have to lose in the championship game.
Well, I guess y'all won't be there then.
We already know y'all ain't gonna be there, Ocho, but that's neither here nor there. How about them Cowboys? Batman's lost son. Batman's lost son. How about them Cowboys? Kyphon Vegas says Bengals playoff chances are plus 5,900. They ain't got no chance. It's your boy Trash Gaming, greatest sports talk show in the game. Thank you, appreciate that. Andrew Stinney, hey Nightcap fam, love you guys. I was wondering if you could shed some light on what's happening at halftime as players in the difference when you're winning and losing. What was your game halftime routine? Thanks. It didn't matter. I mean, by the time we got there, they were already on the board. What was we gonna do in the second half? What they did, what we did, some of the things that we did in the first half, and what was their adjustment to it. And we think these are the plays that we're gonna come out with in the second half, and this is what we think their adjustment's gonna be. You trying to get in there, you trying to get fluids in you, try to get oranges, eat a banana or something like that. That's basically it. But by the time we got down, there are already plays drawn up on the blackboard, plays that we did in the first half that were good. Maybe something like, okay, we're going to run these same plays but just different formation, what we think their adjustment's going to be, and this will be our adjustments off of their adjustments. So, no panic. I mean, obviously, if you're playing well, you feel good about where you are. You don't want to let up. But if you're playing bad, you're like, that's not like us. We're beating ourselves. They're not doing anything that we didn't practice against or we didn't see on tape. Dak ain't MVP though. We've already seen the 3 regular season win of playoff games. Then talk. Well, he's playing well. Like I said, the only person that I think is playing better than Dak right now, I can definitively say, is Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford playing better than everybody right now. Logic Q6, Unc and Ocho getting close to 2 million subs. Need to make that push before it's 2026. Yeah, we trying, bro. We trying. That's hey, tell family, friends, and loved ones. We at 1.90.
Come on now.
So we're 100,000. We're 100,000 short, but we trying. 2 million. That'll be huge, man. Be huge. Samuel Ramirez 6704. How were them dry ass glizzies, Ocho?
Oh, they were good. They was good. One thing about it, I'm not ashamed. I'm one of the few people who don't fall victim to the societal pressures, about eating hot dogs, about eating bananas publicly. It's something that I will do, that I did when I was a child, and that's not changing. I know other people aren't comfortable, within themselves to be able to do so, but I'm one that just doesn't care.
Nor should you. I just don't eat hot dogs. But
you don't know what you're missing.
I do.
So you didn't eat beanies and weenies when you was little?
Nah, we had pork and beans.
Yeah, same beans and weenies, pork and beans.
Yeah, but we didn't add no extra beanies. We didn't add no extra weenies. Whatever was in that can, that was in that pot.
That's it. Well, you ain't cut up the hot dogs in it?
Mm-mm.
Oh, boy.
No. Plug 602 says pair character lifting some weight saying keep up. Reckless TRE says slow feet don't eat. Can't coach or teach quick feet. You can't. You cannot. Philly Talk with PA. This Cowgirl team beat a Mahomes team at its lowest with mediocre wide receiver corner play. 14 flags, won by 3. Mahomes at his lowest better than Dak. I don't know about his lowest, but Mahomes is still Mahomes. He's over 3,000 yards passing, if I'm not mistaken. He had 22 touchdowns passing, 7 interceptions. I think he has another 3 touchdowns rushing. I mean, he's playing. Look, you have to look. People measure Mahomes at his lowest against everybody else's best. Because if you measure Mahomes at his best, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about?
Not even a conversation.
No. But, look, guys are playing better. Drake May's playing unbelievable. Josh Allen is throwing and running for a bunch of touchdowns. Matthew Stafford is off the Richter scale. Dak is playing unbelievable. Jalen Hurts. But right now, if you say, well, who's playing the best quarterback in football, I would say Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
Vice 187. Are the refs done by trying to change narratives on the Chiefs? Number 15 has no offensive line, running back. Team still need to beat them. Can y'all stop whining now so we can watch the GOAT, number 15, play football or nah? Yeah, look. And then they threw 2 flags, and that was going to be on the Cowboys. Then they say they picked them up and said there's no flag on the play. Hold on. When Jake Ferguson jumped in that kettle, I thought you couldn't use props, Ocho.
That's that Ezekiel Elliott got fined for that. He gonna get fined. Now if they didn't
But
throw a
it's
flag,
supposed to be a flag. That's unsportsmanlike. Just like
yeah,
Jameson Williams when he did the fireman, he jumped on the
yeah,
goalpost.
uh-huh.
They threw a fit. That's an unsportsmanlike penalty.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it
It's,
said you couldn't use props.
yeah, I
That
mean
was
it's
a
so
prop.
funny.
I
Yeah,
don't care. Look, I understand it's gonna be there. It starts being there at Thanksgiving and it stays throughout Christmas. I get all of that, but it is a prop. And if you can't use props, you can't say, well, that's a staple at Cowboys game during this time of year. It is. And the Cowboys do a great job. They're very philanthropic and they're great in the community. But it's still a damn prop, and it should have been a 15-yard penalty.
Mm-hmm.
Montavious Hurd 719 said, I want them same 3 actions you had for my boy CD Sunday night when you tried to pile on him. He had a bad game. CD is elite. Everybody know it. I didn't say he wasn't, but did he drop those passes?
He did.
So what we supposed to do? So if a guy plays bad, we're supposed to overlook the bad and only highlight the good? Because when he was going for 1,700 yards, we talked about, man, CD making plays. But we're just supposed to overlook that because he's a great. It's okay. We're not trying to undo anything any great player has done. But it would be disingenuous for Ocho and I not to highlight that CD dropped a bunch of passes on Monday night. He did. Sunday night, he did. Everybody saw it. You make it seem like we're making it up. He dropped those. The ball hit him in the hand. The ball beat him up. Today, he made every catch that was catchable.
Mm-hmm.
That happens. Quarterback, Lamar Jackson did not play well tonight. That doesn't mean he's not a 2-time league MVP. That doesn't mean that he hasn't been a Pro Bowl and an All-Pro player. That just means tonight. And in sports, you have to update your resume. Vice 187. Every damn drive, Dak got help. Y'all out here on all these TV shows talking about Dak outplayed Mahomes. Mofo got 2 number 1 receivers that needed help every drive. Outplay who? Dak is play. Would I take Dak over Mahomes? No. But to say Dak didn't play well is just not true.
Yeah.
He played extremely well.
Very well. And stop using the ref as an excuse.
Well, I think the
that.
thing is that for the longest time, that's what people have been saying about Kansas City.
The Chiefs. Yeah. Yeah.
Kansas City get all the breaks.
Everything been the Chiefs. Everything been the refs. The refs bailed them out. The refs doing this. The ref this. No. Now they saying it for the Cowboys.
Yeah. Jason Zeldorf 7080 with the Kansas City Swifties losing to the Cowgirls. I don't see them going to the playoffs. There's a great chance they miss the playoffs this year.
Yeah.
They're going to basically have to win out and see if 11-6 is good enough to get them into the playoffs. Brian BB Gaming. I think we're talking about Kansas City. Yeah. I think after the Bengals bunghole slapping the Ravens, it confirmed Ocho may have elite ball knowledge we haven't seen before. He got lucky. Like he say, every squirrel find a nut here and there.
No, that wasn't luck. Luck is playing a lotto and picking the right numbers. That's luck. Me telling you that the Bengals were going to be the Ravens is pure ball knowledge, and that's what I have.
You said they were going to make the playoffs last year.
Who said that?
You.
I don't remember last year. It's 2025.
All right. Braxton Strickland. Hey, Nightcap. I appreciate y'all do so much love. Unc, are you going to be near Columbus, Ohio, so I can purchase a bottle and possibly get you to sign it? If not, how could I get you to sign it? Go Browns. I don't even know. We're not in Ohio yet, are we? Yeah, that's on the thing though. It's on the docket, bro. So we're coming. In the next 6 months, we're gonna be in Ohio because that's on one of the. We're talking to distribution in Ohio, so I'm sure Columbus, probably be Columbus. What's Cleveland? Cleveland, Cincinnati, more than likely would be the places that we go. I am King Rail 47. Bengal kittens ain't going nowhere, Patriots. To the Super Bowl. Come on home, Ocho.
All right. Keep that same energy now.
We are. Armando 1154 Ocho. Who cares about them Bengals? Pay Unc his $5,900. It's time for your palm olive to grease a bubble bath. Chuck Smith the fourth, I saw Ocho at the game, and he helped me with my woman problem. He helped me get her back. Ocho, the GOAT for real.
Hey, Unc. Hey, before the game on the sideline, man, he was like, "Hey, Ocho, man, I'm having a problem. I have woman problems. See, I'm telling you, Unc, we need to have a therapy session for people that's having issues, in relationships." So me and him, we made a video together.
Y'all did?
Yeah, I made a video with him so he could listen, Miss. I'm sure y'all going through y'all problems, but whatever. It's time to come back home. Now, if we have to go looking for you, it's gonna be a problem. That was it. Simple.
Therapy session. I'd be on the couch talking to myself. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Hey, I say a lot of people say, "Well, how y'all gonna give people advice? If y'all don't have successful relationships." Well, those are the people you want to talk to, not the people that
what not to do.
Yeah, exactly. So who's better than that? And then the people that been together for 30, 40 years, they gonna lie to you. They ain't gonna tell you the truth. They ain't gonna tell you the truth. They gonna be saying all this right stuff on how we did it. That come on, man.
Dale Dundee 74. What were your favorite and least favorite stadiums to play in, and why? The Vet in Philly was awful. The Astrodome in Houston was terrible. Cleveland Municipal Stadium. Cincinnati was a drag too.
Damn, that's messed up, huh? Well, my favorite place to play in. I love hostile environments. I was very comfortable in chaotic atmospheres. Was Oakland. Oakland was crazy.
You got out of there before. Well, once they were past baseball season.
Hey, but them goddamn fans in Oakland in the black hole.
Bro, we in the same division. In Oakland, I played them when they was at the Coliseum.
Right.
They on another level. They different.
Yeah. Outside of that, my favorite places to play, man. Obviously playing in at Heinz Field against the Steelers, or playing at M&T Bank Stadium, man, against the goddamn Ravens, boy. Oh, there was a joy.
Yeah, those but the Vet, the House of Pain, the Astrodome, Cleveland, Cincinnati, man. And I hated playing anywhere that had a baseball infield, because you get there in September, baseball is still going on. Chargers, and the Raiders, Oakland.
Yeah, and I played at both of those.
And Miami too.
Miami.
Marlins. Did they just play in y'all stadium?
That would have been
Dolphins.
That would have been Joe Robbie back then, huh?
You know who had that? We had it. Damn, I don't know how I forgot. The Rockies played in Mile High for you.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. So I hated that too. Thank you guys for joining us for another episode of Nightcap as you watch the Ravens go down to the Bengals 32-14. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that. We already talked about that. We talked about that enough. Thank you guys for joining us. Y'all know who I am. I'm your favorite Unc, Shannon Sharpe. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Thank you guys for joining us. Hopefully you were surrounded by family, friends, and loved ones, and you ate until your heart was content. Me, I might go in there and get me a little something. It's 11 o'clock. I probably won't go to bed till about 12:30. I'm your favorite Unc, Shannon Sharpe. That is my partner and co-host, old gloating ass, bald head, milk dud head ass, look like shaved monkey nuts, Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that like button. Do us a favor, go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. It's night like this that we really, really appreciate your support. Thank you, guys. Your support means more to us than you could possibly put into words. Everything that you see behind us, you see all these awards that we've won, the places, the heights that we've gone. That's all because of you. We get 30, 40, 50,000 people in the chat to hear Ocho and I talk about the games and tell stories and share stories. And so we can't thank you guys enough. Again, thank you for your support and your continued support. If you're looking to check out Shea by Laportier and you can't find it in a city or state near you, order it online. Head over to LaportierCognac.com and order you a bottle or two. It's the best tasting premium VSOP cognac on the market. Don't take my word for it. Try it for yourself, and I'm sure you'll be convinced, as many have become, it is the smoothest, best tasting cognac on the market. Please drink responsibly and stay safe. Check out my media company page on all of its platforms. That's Shay Media. And my clothing company, 84, with 84 being spelled out. That link is pinned in the chat. Again, the Cincinnati Bengals keep their slim playoff hopes alive thanks to a 32-14 victory over the Baltimore Ravens, thanks to 5 turnovers. They did an excellent job, forced 4 fumbles and a picked Lamar Jackson as they win 32-14. The Dallas Cowboys keep their playoff hopes alive thanks to a 31-28 victory. Dak over 350 yards passing. Mahomes, they overcame 4 Mahomes touchdowns, but it wasn't enough as the Dallas Cowboys win 31-28. And the Green Bay Packers started it off. They moved their record to 8-3-1 thanks to a 31-24 victory over the Detroit Lions. Detroit falls to 7-5. Michael Parsons, 2.5 sacks, runs his total to 12, and now he's the first player in NFL history to start his career with 12 sacks, 12 seasons of consecutive sacks, 5 consecutive seasons of 12 sacks or more. That completes this episode of Nightcap. We're back tomorrow night. The Eagles take on the Chicago Bears, and I think there's a basketball game we might want to talk about here and there. But we're back tomorrow night. We're back Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night, and as usual, we'll be back again on Monday. So, guys, thank you for your support. Thank you for joining us tonight. Hopefully you had a very thankful and blessed Thanksgiving, and we'll see you tomorrow. I'm Unc. He's Ocho. Nightcap.
Who they?